to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will start this game off with the football. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week,
he's going to go for a big one. He's got it! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bruins offense has its first opportunity of the day. In motion, try to clear the picture. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Getting the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. And he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Finds a man in the middle. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. And the Cavaliers want to crank the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one in the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
This time they'll go to the running game. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to pass. It's Iamaleava. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Huffman. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They just keep firing. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the
think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
And these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard him.
Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Wilkins. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. Jumped on top of the pile. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cox.
Guys out the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to swing it on second down. With the catch, it's Cox. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. They want to throw it. Finds his man. It's Pierre. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Finds a tight end down the gut. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 10 over Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Using his legs, it's Wilkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they...
Oh, he's got some space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires complete on the crosser. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Yes, the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Working the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Flores. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw it. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bruins! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches.
Down marker. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Bridges. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
That's caught. It's Tompkins. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. He wants to throw it again. He's got an open man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Defense in press coverage. Wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Here's a hit. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hoffman. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. That's reeled in. It's Cox. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
From the gun on third down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll immediately call timeout.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
From the gun. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Trying to find the end zone. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Pressure coming. Big fella moving. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Going right to work up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. He wants a big play here late. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.